Welcome once again to another exciting match of League of Legends. It is going to be the League of Legends. It is Go4LoL 40. And it is the semi-finals. We are on to 6th of June 2011. This was... actually, I think it was 7th of June. It might well have been. It was on the Tuesday, yes. It's Tuesday, 7th of June. It's Fureur versus LowLandLions. So this is pretty much the semi-finals. And for the blue team, it will be Fureur, the French team. AbsoluteLegends, Lunette 8, Pyri, Krepo, and ShlAYa, who's the captain. That is Rammus, Twisted Fate, Janna, Swain, and Misfortune. As you can see on your screen, the purple team, it will be Corki, Sona, Ashe, Vladimir, and Amumu. That will be, in that order, Sneaky, Ishtai, Cowking, Alibabba, and sjokk. So, pretty much top-end level of EU League of Legends here now. No more messing around. We followed League of LowLandLions through the whole of this tournament so far. And again, Sneaky playing as Corki. Again, sjokk playing... Actually, sjokk playing as Amumu. He hasn't done... He's been playing pretty much troll characters now and again. Ashe playing Cowking, not Jarvan. So, pretty much the same build that we've seen against, I think, the Playground. It was a fairly similar build. So, will we see any level 1 map battles? That's the question. The previous round, we've seen a few. Not too sure whether we'll see any this time. Krepo does come up mid there. Has a good look. Obviously, the two junglers are the two tanks, Amumu and Rammus. Clairvoyant's almost certainly going to be on Janna and Sona, as you'd expect. So, pretty standard layout for the teams as well here. There's going to be Misfortune, Janna in bottom lane versus Sona and Ashe. So the usual attack damage. Ooh, I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be Sona face checking that bush first. Feeling very strong. So Sona starting with the Doran's ring there. You can have a look at the CS on the other players. You can see the CS. It's going to be 0, oddly enough. The items, sorry. The Doran's blades on Ashe and Corki. Doran's shield on Vlad. And Amumu starting with the standard jungle build. And Amumu has 5 health pots and a armor. Oh, the rest of... Fureur are going to come up and they're going very aggressive. They're going to catch them in a stun there. Rammus just about getting away with 37 health there. Backs out. Vlad manages to get the snare on everyone, but not much damage going down. And Misfortune using the flash. Ignite also went on him, but it's going to get away. And I don't think there's going to be any kills. Rammus getting away on 37 health there. Will that mean they're going to steal the blue? I almost certainly will do, as Janna manages to put the whirlwind across Sneaky there. Sneaky going down to 286 health, so plenty of health there. Sona just going around having a good look. See Twisted Fate coming back in with that stun card ready. They have stolen the golem, and away they go, leaving those two little lizards left. So it looks like it's going to be Vlad up top. So Corki will be mid versus Malzahar. Malzahar very low on health there. Oh, bandage toss coming through. He was quite a long way behind there on the bandage toss. So no first bloods in the opening exchanges. Cowking is going to go down bottom with Sona. So that's going to be Ashe, Sona down bottom. Corki will be mid versus Malzahar, and as I mentioned, the usual bottom. So Vlad is going to be up against Twisted Fate, possibly at the top here. So not too sure how that one's going to work out. Alibabba has been mid last few times. Actually, Swain going to come up. I was wondering why Swain was going to be mid, but there we go. So Swain's going to be up top with Vlad. They were obviously waiting. They want the AP versus the AP, and Corki versus Twisted Fate. So Twisted Fate's probably going to be tossing those wild cards out. You can see he's got himself a Doran's ring. So all even and all square. Looks like Sona's going to be giving this blue, which is where's their clairvoyance gone down? Actually, their own clairvoyance, and Sona does get the blue. So there we go. Both blues now picked up, so they made sure that they can hamper Rammus as much as possible in the jungle for Fureur there. Sorry about the pronunciation of Fureur, it's probably something different. Fureur, for F-U-R-E-U-R. And I'm no doubt there's probably a French twang that goes on to that, but my French being English is probably just about the polar opposite with the pronunciations. Oh, nice bit of damage going towards Alibabba here. Lifesteal down, good push from Swain using that health pot, but we can't see the hit updates on them. Meanwhile down the bottom we can see there's a lot of pushing going on between the two, as Ashe has been poked down a little bit there, as Misfortune gets the shield put on. Didn't see whether he's going to get any double up or anything. No, just going to back away. Swain still been pushing on Vlad at the top there. Vlad's going to try and farm up, and you know, it's like a there's two sides to being pushed against the tower here. You're obviously not getting zoned, but you're also not really getting the last hit unless you're very much on the ball with. I mean, you can generally go the tower will hit. You get the idea is when you're at this low level, you do one single hit, the tower hit, and then another single hit. The stun card being set up for Twisted Fate there. Bandage toss just missed as we pulled away there. Rammus is just down the bottom there. Actually, Rammus is pretty low on health there. So he's going to back away. Meanwhile, Sona's trying to be as pokey as possible and keep Janna out of this bush. You can see the hit update blip go through there as Cowking and ShlAYa has continued to try and get the last hits there. So 5 minutes gone, no first blood, pretty much as you'd expect for a two top streams. Rammus was there. I think he's probably gone and been and bought actually, so we'll see what items he comes out with in a moment. He was very low on health, and I think after being trapped, Alibabba is going to get out of that and to use the pull to escape the brambles. ShlAYa, well, can he get a hit on him before the tower? No, he can't. So Cowking trying to force Misfortune back at the moment. The last hits as possible. Meanwhile, Twisted Fate getting a bit of a hit blip on him there. Corki was. This Twisted Fate pushes the last hit in. He's going to miss that one. Yes, he will. I think he got it. Oh, Rammus coming around the side there. Sneaky's going to have to back out quickly. That wildcard I think that went through him. Maybe wrong. We didn't see the up down. In fact, he didn't because we are watching from Sneaky's replay. That one definitely did though. Getting poked back ever so slightly. Rammus in the meantime is going down bottom, so bottom's going to have to back out. As just catching a glimpse of what Rammus had. He had a Philosopher's Stone and the boots. So he's already got that GP5 en route. So actually a tower blip going on to up towards top there. Twisted Fate has pushed Corki out of lane for now, as Amumu has to come over and cover it. Meanwhile, Rammus has assumed Rammus has gone back. Yeah, there was a quick face check from Sona there, just to double check on it. So Rammus has gone back to jungle. 6 minutes 41. There'll be no buffs up available just yet, but they'll start getting in the position for them. Still only the boots and Doran's shield between these two. Alibabba has to pull once again to avoid those brambles. So Sneaky's returned to lane. You can see in the bottom corner what Sneaky's been buying. He's got himself a second Doran's Blade and boots of speed. Twisted Fate currently missing. We'll see what he comes back with in a moment. And I don't think neither Ashe or Sona have been away yet. He's got the power cord ready on Sona. Sona wants to get a hit blip on someone there. Let's see who it is. It's going to be on to Misfortune surely. Didn't actually see anything go out. No, he puts on Janna instead. Just holding it, trying to hit Misfortune with it. As the Clairvoyance goes down over at the walls. Trying to catch a glimpse of where Rammus actually is farming. We're actually still seeing the red up at the moment, so don't know whether they've just not picked that up or whether it's just not updated from when they got it, but you'd think if their own team have got it, they'd see it. Well, let's see where Amumu is going to go here. It's going to go around to Wraiths, farm the Wraiths. Keep an eye on the map of everything that's happened. What's Twisted Fate been and bought? Twisted Fate comes back with a pair of boots and a second Doran's ring, so building that AP up, trying to wildcard, harass Corki with that range. Alibabba gets caught again. Alibabba's not having much fun of it really at the top here, I don't think, against Swain. Swain certainly seems to be getting the better of him. As Krepo looks like he's going to dive in here. Twisted Fate's going to port in, going to dive on. Stun card is not going to go down. Ulti does go down on him. He's going to surely be low. That wild card just about dodging it, trying to lifesteal his way through. Gets the ignite on. He needs to get more lifesteals. Oh, but he works straight in towards the ulti of Krepo. Amumu and Corki both coming around the side there. First blood was given though, and that will be Krepo going down on Malzahar. But nevertheless, first blood was given. Meanwhile, down the bottom here, ShlAYa did manage to take down, it's not ShlAYa, it's ShlAYa, did manage to take down Sona there. You can see Rammus backed away, so it was the 3v2 down the bottom. So, the one kill I missed. Nevertheless, first blood goes to Malzahar. Malzahar Swain. Where did Malzahar come from? Malzahar's not even in the game. There's a massive gold printing factory comes from Corki there in mid. So Twisted Fate ulti used, and as he returns back to lane. So Sona being taken down there. Got himself three wards along with the boots. Pyri continuing to push. Misfortune has gone back. Misfortune did pick up the kill, so potential for a 56 CS, potential for a BF sword to come out from Misfortune here. Misfortune has come back. Yeah, BF sword and boots indeed. So a long way onto getting a good build on Misfortune. How has Cowking done for CS? Cowking's up to 51, so pretty much identical on the CS, just a little bit behind. However, that important kill, that important 400 gold going, which has brought the opportunity to get the boots along with that BF sword. So Cowking will be looking to do exactly that same. One needs to try and push the lane as much as possible before, which is going to actually be very hard now that Misfortune is back with that BF sword and boots. It's very hard to push the lane. Alibabba's got to be careful. He's got himself a Hextech revolver, Alibabba, so kind of standard build. Also a Hextech revolver and almost the catalyst completed on Swain, which obviously got that first blood, got that bonus gold, as well as the kill. As Janna has got a Philosopher's Stone and the ward's going down. And they return to lane. So Ashe is not going to have any opportunity to leave his lane here. And, well, I can see Corki just got the kill, actually, completely missing it. As, it was Rammus? Yes, it was Rammus in mid there. As Twisted Fate was looking to maybe come and get a gank, but instead he waited for them to back off. So Corki pushing the lane quite well. Got himself a Tear of the Goddess now. Meanwhile, Twisted Fate's been back. Got himself Sorcerer's Shoes and an Amplifying Tome. As Vlad continues to farm. Vlad should be able to farm reasonably well now against Swain. Let's have a look at the CS between the two. 31 against 76. And that is the big telling difference. Like I said, he's been pretty much stuck on his tower most of the time. Swain's been getting all the last hits, and Alibabba's fighting with that turret to get the last hits. Not really working out too well. 4-man down the bottom here. Maybe looking to get some ganks before they get the dragon, as they track Twisted Fate through the jungle. Bottom lane has gone miss. Remember, Ashe has still not been back, so not a lot of damage here. Ashe could really do returning while this is all going on. It is Rammus, though, we're trying to track down the damage to find him. Stun goes in. And that's going to be AbsoluteLegends going down on Rammus. As Sneaky picks up the kill. Sjokk also goes in, managed to get the ulti on Twisted Fate. And Sona also using the ulti on Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate does go down. It was Sneaky got double kill. Misfortune putting the ulti through the trees there. Not managing to really land anything effectively on them. Now Ashe will port back. That's going to work out well. But Sneaky got the kills as Janna puts that whirlwind through, just about missing Ashe there. They're going to put a lot of pressure on the tower. I don't think they're going to take it down. I don't think they've got enough minions, or maybe in the next wave, if they can continue on. TF will be up now. They've got to avoid that whirlwind coming through. They will be able to get this turret down, I think. Sneaky's going to continue to pound on it. 296 now. Rammus will be spinning in. I was just about to say they've got to be careful of that spin, but he goes straight towards the minions and they avoid it nicely. So Sneaky does get the tower kill credit. Not that it gives anything special to him, it just means he got the kill. So Ashe returns to bottom lane. What's Ashe been and bought? Boots and a BF sword. So identical to Swain now, as picking up a couple of assists in there. But 4-0 for Corki at the moment, so it's going very well for Sneaky. However, it's not going very well at the top, and they really need to start getting some ganks on towards Swain, because Swain is just going to become very powerful, and that seems to be what's happening at the moment. So mid turret down, and still no dragon for anyone. I don't think I saw dragon anyone go for it just yet. So Corki's going to maybe come up top. Looks like it was warded because Swain backed away instantly. Twisted Fate coming around the backside. Sona needs to be careful he doesn't get rolled into by a powerballed Rammus. As Clairvoyance goes out. Just got a glimpse of someone down the bottom there actually with Ashe. It was Janna that was in the bushes there, so both warding up dragon. As Vlad pushes the lane and starts to get a bit more farm on now. I think Vlad probably 60 to 94. Yeah, so he's kept that 30 behind, but he's he's definitely caught a little bit in there. Amumu comes out. I should have dodged the wild card. Ashe continued to farm down bottom. Misfortune gone miss at the moment. Oh, Ashe is going to certainly get taken down here. As Twisted Fate comes in, that's going to be Misfortune picking up the kill. So a 3-man gank on bottom, and that is really the problem when there's Twisted Fate. You're left alone on a tower. You've been poked low. Looks like Misfortune had poked her quite low, and they're going to put a lot of pressure on that turret. sjokk is going to have to come down on Amumu to try and defend it as best as possible. There's a good 1,000 hit points been stripped off it. Corki in the meanwhile is pushing on Rammus in mid. He needs to be a little bit wary since they have all backed off. Obviously, the Twisted Fate ulti is used. Just got a glimpse of the build on Rammus. So he's got himself Heart of Gold, also Philosopher's Stone in the boots, and armour. And Swain gone missing at the moment. Mercury Tread's now complete on Vladimir. As ShlAYa does return. I don't know whether that's meant to be an L or an I, a capital I maybe. Could be ShlAYa. That would make more sense than ShlAYa. I don't know. But he's got himself that Bloodthirster as well as the Brutalizer, so starting to get that Zeal out. Meanwhile, Sheen has been completed on Corki. A little gank down the bottom there. I didn't see whether Sona just used the ulti. Yes, she did. And they failed to get Janna. So Janna getting out of that one quite nicely. Shot coming around the side there. Have to back away though. Ashe has got Mercury Treads completed now after just being ganked down the bottom there. And let's see whether they can keep the lanes at bay. Corki's continuing to farm in mid there. He's not been able to join in. This is sometimes the issue when you take a tower down early. You're not quite sure. You can't really leave your lane, especially mid lane. Can't really leave it. They could do getting the bottom tower down, which is probably what they're trying to do, so they can free up the dragon. Certainly free up a go with it, free up the buffs. He really wants to pick up that last buff. And I think they just realised that he backed away there. They maybe tried to catch Corki out. I don't know. Clairvoyant's going down. Are they just going to continue pushing? That is, they are. They're going to return to lanes, so they're not going to stack up just yet. As Corki pushes it. Rammus gone missing, maybe going up towards top because Vlad is quite far ahead on the turret as he gets caught there. He needs to be careful. Twisted Fate pulling. He's going to pull away, but he's going to get stun card certainly on him as soon as he comes out. Uses the flash the minute it finishes, but Rammus gets in, gets the taunt on him. That's going to be Alibabba going down. It will be Twisted Fate that picks up the kill. He did manage to get his ulti down, and Swain's going to go down. He tried to lifesteal with his ulti as much as possible, but he did manage to get the kill. And top tower may well go down here. Meanwhile, they're going to take the dragon. As you can see, LowLandLions on it. Janna's going to come through, maybe try and steal it with the whirlwind. See the whirlwind timed up, but it's a little too early. Did manage to get a lot of damage, but too early. So top turret does go down. That's the trade-off. Top turret for dragon. Bottom turret had gone down as well in the process. So Misfortune, I think, probably picking up that turret. So pretty even stuff still. 5-4. 4 of those kills have gone to Corki, so your carries are getting fed. However, just feel, well, I mean, the 2 towers basically versus the dragon, which is why I'm saying it's even. Obviously, a tower is always kind of nice to get down, and the bottom tower is almost certainly required. They need to get that bottom tower down to free up the lizard buff, or free up the jungle roaming really as much as possible. They have got the wards down, but I think that one is fairly new. Well, actually, no, that's not updating whatsoever. It's still stuck at 180, so we're not getting any updates on them wards. They're ticking down. Ashe is continuing to push. Clairvoyance has gone down, and then just unaware of really where anyone is at the moment. So a little bit precautious, and rightly so. Swain returns to top. Swain has blue buff on. Got himself a Rod of Ages now to go with that Hextech Revolver. It's a decent stack size on the tower. Alibabba's going to try and get in there. He's put himself a Kindle Gem, sorry. He's going to get caught as well. So he backs away. Just to be careful that Rammus doesn't come in and get him again. And Rammus is actually quite low on health at the moment. In mid, or at least that's what we're seeing. Whether that's just not updated from his last few fights. 18:40 into this game. Just the one dragon. Not that many kills as Clairvoyance and wards go down. They can see that ward and they're going to take it out, and there's nothing they can do about it. Looks like Twisted Fate may well go up the top here. He has. He's going to get the stun card out. He will do. Yeah, that's going to be Alibabba going down. he's going to be able to do anything about this. Pops his ulti out, but really not going to be able to do a lot about that. And Alibabba ganked again up top there. Sneaky had come up to try and cover him off. Needs to clear out the minion wave that will be coming in any second now.
An enemy has been
Meanwhile, down the bottom, it looks like Misfortune has gone down to Sona there, which is probably less than ideal. Misfortune getting the kill, because I don't think Ashe has managed to pick up a single kill yet. No, it hasn't, which is kind of the person you really want to get the kills. They're going to try and push the pressure on that tower. Meanwhile, you can see the inner turret is being pushed. But I don't think they're going to be able to get that with Corki there. He's got a good clearance. Sjokk taking a hit from the tower there. Here we go. Going to put pressure on the turret now as Rammus comes powerballing in. Misfortune may well be back. Not quite rezzed yet. Top lane has gone missed though, so they're going to back away. So 6-5 in the kills. Still very much an even game. 20 minutes gone. Let's have a look at the CS. How has it worked out? So Vlad against Swain up top, 101 to 142. So big advantage already there. 40 minions is a rather large, sizable amount of gold. Misfortune versus Ashe, 154 versus 104. So again, a big, sizable amount of last hitting there from Misfortune. Also, Misfortune obviously had the upper hand from getting that kill early on Ashe, which has obviously kept Ashe away from farming, and has also managed to give her the BF sword that much earlier than Ashe had it. So in the mid, Corki 141 versus Twisted Fate 104. So Corki with the slight advantage there this time. Corki also getting the kills as well. Twisted Fate, however, has managed to come up and assist quite a few kills. So they need to be wary. Looks like they're going to push through the mid here. Wolf goes down. It's going to catch Corki. Looks like they may try and catch someone out on the top there, or the more they were hoping. Twisted Fate, in the meantime, is pushing this bottom lane and going to continue on. So it looks like the inner tower is going to be the target for LowLandLions, while Twisted Fate continues to push on that bottom turret. We'll try and keep an eye on that. Can they take the inner turret down? That's the question. They're going to keep poking on it, but they've lost the minion wave. Meanwhile, Twisted Fate is going to continue on. We're not seeing any updates on this tower, so they've not even looked at it at the moment. Core. Certainly Corki hasn't. So they wait for that next minion wave. Twisted Fate's almost certainly going to get this tower down. He's just got free reign of it. Takes another minion wave out, and again he can just ulti away as soon as they do come out. So they're going to just have to bite the bullet here. They're losing an inner turret for one of their own. Well, Arrow goes out with the core. Rammus not really the ideal person. Sona does manage to put the ulti across. And Amumu also popping the ulti. That's going to be 4 going down now. Amumu did go down in the process, so sorry, 3 going down for Fureur there. And while Twisted Fate now on that base turret, so continuing on that push, and he's got a couple of hits on the tower there, but he might as well continue on because he's got his ulti to back away, and they've still not really done a fat lot of damage on it, so he can put that damage down on that turret. Didn't see what he got because we've not any updates. Meanwhile, he's ported back, I guess, to come and defend the base tower over zone, which he needs to get back here quickly because Ashe and Corki are going to strip it down very fast here. And Janna's trying to do her best. She puts the whirlwind across the howling gale. Does not manage to stop them taking that turret. So LowLandLions take the first base turret down. Corki on 5-0-2. Vlad coming down. Looks like he wants to get the dragon straight away. Is it due? I think they said 22-26. Twisted Fate uses the ulti to get vision more than anything, more than to port in there. So that will be due. And I think it must be spawned now. I think I just saw Twisted Fate porting top there. No, I'm seeing things. I could swear to God I saw Twisted Fate. Nevertheless, Vlad is going to go up and clear out that top lane, and Sona holds the mid. So what have people been and bought? There's been a few towers going down. Phantom Dancer now completed on Misfortune. Twisted Fate has that Sheen as well as a Blasting Ward. Rammus completed the Sunfire Cape. And Rod of Ages and while Will of the Ancients now completed for Swain. Obviously had that Hextech Revolver earlier on, so I guess similar thing for Vlad. He's got Spirit Visage, hasn't completed the Will of the Ancients just yet, as Hawkshot goes down, catches a glimpse of Fureur going for the Dragon. They're thinking they're maybe going to try and catch Swain out, but I don't think so. Twisted Fate, meanwhile, continues to be a pain in the backside and pushes top lane. Banshee's Veil completed by Amumu, and those Mercury Cheds which he had earlier. Black Cleaver for Ashe actually gone with, and the Negatron Cloak along with that Mana Crystal. As Kindle Gem and Philosopher's Stone for Sona, along with the Ionian Boot for the cooldown reduction. And Manamune and halfway to the Trinity Force. So it looks like the Dragon is going to be picked up by LowLandLions, despite the ward being there. So they'll be happy with that. Second Dragon taken. Meanwhile, Twisted Fate continues to push on that top lane. He's just being a pain in the backside, isn't he? Vlad is going to go up there and try and deal with him, but he's immediately gone in towards the bush. He's going to port away. Arrow has caught him though in that bush. Alibabba's going to be able to get up there, get the ulti procced on him. He's going to try and put a bit of damage down on him. He's going to try and stun card and get away, but I don't think it's going to happen. He will go down to Alibabba. Nice arrow from Ashe there, starting it off. Rammus was pushing a bottom lane there. Looks like they are going to go for Baron here. Clairvoyance has gone down on the Misfortune, and Rammus though are going to keep on pushing. They're going to certainly take down that base turret while the Baron is picked up. Will it be picked up? That's the question. Janna's going to try and cause as many problems as possible. Twisted Fate won't spawn in time. Sjokk is being taken very low. That base turret now gone down. They're going to continue pushing on. They're trying to get this Baron. They will get it eventually. Let's have a look across. Inhibitor's certainly going to go down. Already has gone down. And there it goes. Super minions now spawn while they spent all that time to get that Baron. They're going to have to port back, and they're going to have to defend fiercely here. Alibabba cannot afford to go down. He needs to keep them off that base turret. I don't think he's going to be able to though. Twisted Fate's going to port up. Alibabba has to get the hell out of there. Base turret will go down. I think LowLandLions have made a critical error here, trying to continue to force on. The Nexus now is in all sorts of trouble. Amumu does come in with that ulti, but he's very low on health, and he's caught straight between. I think the Banish Toss went on Misfortune, stopped the ulti there. Corki comes across, gets Twisted Fate down. Ashe arrow missing cautiously onto Misfortune. Swain's going to get away. And well, Rammus taken down. Did he? No, he didn't. And well, that was terrible, terrible stuff for LowLandLions. They stuck in there and they stuck to the guns to get that. Janna really harassed very well, and both base terrors taken down. The Nexus now completely exposed to a backdoor for Twisted Fate, which could easily happen. That mid turret may well go down as well. Misfortune with that Phantom Dancer is going to strip this tower down so quickly. Look at the damage being chipped away at that. 26 minutes gone and 11-7 up in kills. 2 dragons up and a Baron. Yet they are losing their towers very badly here. And Twisted Fate just proving why he's a pain in the backside. Trinity Force completed on Sneaky. Misfortune, like I mentioned, had got that Phantom Dancer and Berserker Greaves. Meanwhile, the start of Guardians, is that? For Aegis, sorry, for Sjokk there being completed by the looks of it. Catalyst and Negatron Cloaks and nearly got the Banshee's Veil on Ashe. As Sona now has got herself ShlAYa's Reverie along with his Ionian Boots for the cooldown. Twisted Fate, who's been causing so many problems, has got himself out of Rabadon's Death Cap to go with the Sheen which he had earlier and the Sorcerer's Boot and the double Doran's Ring with a Brilliance Potion to boot. So a lot of damage on Twisted Fate. Really is causing a lot of problems for them there. So all miss at the moment. What they're going to do is, I guess, they're just going to wait for Banshee's, the Baron buff to just tick down, because they can't do anything about it. As I'm looking at the wrong buff, the Exalted buff. Actually, they are coming up mid. And I think they may push the issue here. Because, well, someone's going to have to deal with these super minions. And Ashe is there at the moment. They may well come down round that back side and come straight in towards base. Follow on those super minions. Because the Nexus is open, so technically they could just go straight in and have a free fight at the Nexus. I don't think they're going to do it just yet, though, because they want that Baron buff to run out. You can see that it is... well, it's 3/4 of the way through already, or 2/3 if you really want to be pedantic. 344 AP, and going to go straight for Vlad there. Vlad has got himself a needlessly large rod and the blasting ward, so going towards that Rabadon's Death Cap, but doesn't quite have it yet. Needs to be careful he doesn't get caught out. Could easily get a Rammus spin into them there. Clairvoyance does go down in Riv. In their jungle, there was Rammus, so Rammus was there trying to catch them out. Meanwhile, Misfortune continues to push. Misfortune looks to have, agility potion on there. Oracle obviously been on Janna for a long time. They're going to certainly take this top tower down. I think that's what the aim is. And Vlad needs to be careful they don't come around the back side of him, which is what I think they're going to be stacking up to do. As the Baron buff is just about to run out, and as soon as that does go, I guess they're going to move in. So take a drink to clear my throat. So Swain got himself a needlessly large rod now as well. Popping that ulti, clearing those stack waves very, very quickly. And Corki just does the same on the other side. Let's be wary. It's all a case of who will get caught out. There's no ward here, which obviously give a good clean view if anyone comes out the side or here, so they could easily, if they push a little bit too far forward, you often see people just pile out around the side before you can get to the tower, which is just where Janna is there, putting the whirlwind across towards the tower, hopefully trying to pop. I think they were trying to pop Amumu's Banshee's Veil there. They're going to stack up. I guess they're going to go top. This is where I thought they were going to go earlier. Amumu thought about it. Clairvoyance does go down. They catch a glimpse of them. Here we go. So 5-man up top as the inhib is about to respawn. Whirlwind goes through. Doesn't manage to catch anyone. Does catch Sneaky though. So that tower taking down half hit points now. Just slow and steady here. Fureur is certainly in the stronger position, despite really not having that successful team fights. It's all about that push on bottom lane. It's just completely caught LowLandLions out, and there's a good snare being caught on sjokk there. Sjokk's Banshee's Veil has been pushed. Here we go, they're going straight forward into it. Is going to go down, I think, here. Doesn't matter, they're going to go for the dive. The arrow catching on to Misfortune. Doesn't matter, Alibabba goes down. Sona puts the ulti across. Sona's very low as well. Twisting Face certainly going to take Sona down. Amumu pops in, gets the ulti down, but it's not going to be quick enough. Tower hitting on towards Swain there, but Swain is going to survive. Misfortune now being the target. Misfortune actually tower diving onto him. Needs to be very careful. Taken down there, but no. 68 hit points, and that is not quite an ace. Ashe did survive, got away back to the tower, but frankly that's going to be the tower down. It's going to be the inhib down. Misfortune comes down towards the bottom there. 100 hit points and takes that second turret down. Ashe was seeing if she could get a single hit on it, but GG, well played from LowLandLions, and really nicely done that. And you know, it was all about that Baron buff. They dived in and they insisted on keeping it, but the Nexus goes down. This is Deman with Quad V, bringing you League of Legends action.
Defeat.